Hey, you all, and good morning. Woken up here aboard the luxurious Queen Mary, which I'm being told in the comments section is not a cruise ship, it is an ocean liner. I'm not sure what the distinction is, but several people have made that correction. So, didn't get as much sleep as I'd like because I was up all night trying to figure out how to fix my files. Had to admit defeat and went to bed. It is a little chilly in here because the ship is so old that there's no air conditioning or heat controls in the room. So they just have like one central air conditioning unit that controls the whole ship. So it's a little chilly. I did get an extra blanket out there to stay a little warm, but it was worth the experience. So yeah, trying to look forward, not backwards. Obviously what happened yesterday really bummed me out because a portion of my day, a portion of this trip I couldn't share with you guys. I thought some fun stuff. Hopefully, again, I'm going backwards right now, trying to look forward to what this day holds and what the rest of this Pacific Coast Highway trip holds. So yeah, I think we're gonna maybe walk around the ship just a little bit more before we head out. So please follow me. Let's take a peek out the porthole. Looks like a little bit of a overcast day here in Long Beach. Looks like it might get a little bit rainy. We take this walkway here to get to the ship's engine room. Here's some history on the Queen Mary. It was built in 1930, launched in 1934 by Queen Mary. So Queen Mary actually launched the Queen Mary, the boat that was named after her. 1936, its maiden voyage from England to New York took place. In 1938, won an award for the fastest crossing to France in 3 days, 20 hours, and 42 minutes. That doesn't seem that bad. And it was drafted as a troop carrier in the 1940s. I guess that's when they painted it gray and called it the Gray Ghost. In 1943, sets a record for carrying the most passengers. 1947, returns to peacetime service. In 1967, it arrives in Long Beach, California. And here is the anchor of the Queen Mary. Look at that thing right there. Yeah, that boat's not going anywhere. Time to head down here and see how this thing works. Yeah, just imagine how smelly, hot, and loud this would have been back in the day. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how a ship works, but all these things here play a part in making the ship go forward. Yeah, this engine room is actually quite cavernous. It just keeps going. This escalator here is closed down, but I think they actually use this area up here as part of one of the haunts. They do have some pretty amazing dramatic lighting down here. Now, we saw a bunch of models elsewhere on the ship, but none of them were actually of the Queen Mary. But here it is. Here is the Queen Mary herself in miniature form. We are currently down here in the bowels of the ship. And then over here is the sister ship, the Queen Elizabeth. Looks like a very similar design. Now this is a model. This is a Lego recreation of the Queen Mary in Lego form. You look all the little minifigs on deck. A Lego poster, and then a Lego Winston Churchill. Yeah, he has been on this ship. Pretty cool. German in Venice showing me yesterday where pictures of Churchill were taken. Here's the print shop where they made the ship's newspaper, the Ocean Bulletin. I guess they had a radio station on board and their own newspaper. So it's this way to the propeller box. So this is the propeller box room, but I would also call it the submechanophobia room. Look down there, we're looking underwater. See the water lines right there. We look underwater and see the propeller of the Queen Mary. That's pretty crazy, that massive propeller. And if you look down, I guess people have tossed money in there. You can see all the coins and even dollars. I'm surprised how well those dollars are preserved. You see all the dollars littered down there. I mean, this is actually goes into the harbor. Yeah, that is pretty insane to be able to look down into the water and see that. I guess it takes a big propeller to make a big ship go. Now this is the wrench used to secure the propeller. I don't know if you could see how massive that wrench is right there. That is crazy. That's a big wrench. It's actually an exhibit on the war history, the World War II history of the Queen Mary when it helped with the war effort. It said that Winston Churchill actually rode on the ship on 4 separate occasions to go meet with other diplomats from other allied countries. Now in here we have movie sets from this film Darkest Hour, 2017 movie starring Gary Oldman, who played Winston Churchill. Now, I guess these rooms were not on a ship, but they're actually in underground bunkers in London during World War II. It's the map room. See the big map there. Oh, look at all these telephones. They would communicate from their hidden bunker. Here's the cabinet room, I guess where the important officials would meet to discuss the war. And this bedroom here, I guess Winston Churchill's secret underground bedroom. And these recreations aren't from the movie. These are what it would have looked like when Churchill was on the ship having meetings with his officials aboard the Queen Mary. Well, there's a lot of liquor in here. Yeah, here it talks about becoming the gray ghost. Of course, the Queen Mary is a bright ship. You couldn't miss it with the red and black and white coloration. But they painted it solid gray during the war so they could travel more inconspicuously. Here's the ship's path during World War II. So it went all over the place, especially back and forth between the U.S., England, and Canada. There's different army rations stored here on the ship. Of course, the troops didn't get to necessarily sleep in luxury like some of the other passengers over the years did. They have these bunk beds. A gas mask. And here is a letterbox used by Churchill. It says Prime Minister right on it. So that they would leave letters in there that he needed to read every day. As I'm looking out here on the parking lot, It looks like they have removed some of the structures used for Dark Harbor. There used to be like a little village type area right there. It looks like that has been removed at some point. I could be wrong, but I think they've paved over some of the sets they use for Dark Harbor. Hopefully it won't affect this year's event too much. Oh, I didn't notice this last night. This is the children's playroom. Man, look at the size of that giant doll there. Come back out on the deck of the ship. Oh, hey there, Mr. Bird. How are you? That's a friendly bird. Oh, just a happy little bird hanging out here on the Queen Mary. You enjoying your stay, Mr. Seagull? That's okay. Oh, he just splattered me with bird slobber. You have a good day, Mr. Bird. Yeah, foggy day out here in Long Beach. Looks like there's a modern day cruise ship parked over here. And look at this. Got people loading up for their cruise here on the cruise ship. This is the Carnival Radiance. And that is huge. I have never stepped foot on a cruise ship, never been on a cruise. A lot of people tell me they love cruises. I'm not sure. I've thought about doing a cruise and documenting it for this channel. If you guys are interested in seeing me take a cruise, leave a comment in the comment section. My main concern would be getting the videos uploaded and put out the next day. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting at least just to be aboard a ship like this, just to see the ship. I don't know. I definitely putting it on the probably to-do list. Yeah, look up there. Look at all the stuff up there. You can see the little tiny people gathering. I don't know if that's some sort of water slide or something up there. Has anyone been on this particular ship, the Carnival Radiance? Yeah, I think it's bigger. I think it's bigger than the Queen Mary. See all the vehicles transporting luggage and supplies onto the ship. You know, I did just watch on Netflix that poop cruise documentary. That made me rethink wanting to be on a ship that would turn it into some sort of proverbial poop cruise. I think we're gonna head back into the Promenade Cafe and get a little bit of lunch before we leave the Queen Mary. Again, every table here has a pretty good view of Long Beach. And sometimes you just want a burger. I just stopped here in the gift shop real quick before we leave. So I wanted to see this man-sized bear here. This is Theodore, the bear. So the little miniature bellhop bears, but this one is as large as a man. We've had a grand time aboard the Queen Mary, but we got to get back on that long, lonesome road. Long Beach has this interesting fake roller coaster walkway over the road. And here in Long Beach, they have the Aquarium of the Pacific. Since we're going to be driving along the Pacific Ocean on this road trip, I figure might as well see what's beneath the waves of the Pacific. I'll admit, it was a little stressful yesterday. I was stressing out about the camera issues. I didn't get as much sleep because I was stressed out. But you know what? One thing that helps me relax, that always helps me relax, is looking at fish. So let's head inside. Some sort of wave-based fountain here. So it was $45 for admission. Let's see some of those wonderful ocean-based creatures. And look at this gigantic whale above the cafeteria here. And I'll tell you what, there is something that's been bothering me regarding fish. And that is, I recently found out the word fish essentially is meaningless. Now, we were always told in school growing up, whales aren't fish. They breathe air. Dolphins aren't fish. They breathe air. But we were told trout were fish, salmon were fish, sharks. Sharks are fish, vicious, man-eating fish. But it turns out that if you look along evolutionary lines, like what animal descended from what animal, that a whale, which is allegedly not a fish, is more closely related to a trout than it is to a shark. So in order, if you want to like have a family, an evolutionary family known as fish, you would have to include whales. In fact, in order to include like trout and those type of fish and sharks, you'd not only have to include whales, you'd have to include humans. So either people are fish, or sharks are not fish, or everything's a fish, or nothing's a fish. Oh, I almost didn't notice from this angle. You can see a little baby whale. And you can see all sorts of fish here in the aquarium. There's the bony fish. There is a shark up there. That's a cartilage-based fish. I promise not to harp too much on this. There's no such thing as fish dilemma. So this is the Southern California section here. Here is the kelp forest. Remember we saw giant piles of kelp washing up on the beach near San Diego. Watch the shark. Oh, down there, that's a moray. And here are some living sea dollars. I always love the shells of the sea dollar. And here's what they look like alive. Basically, just the shell with some fuzz on it. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but down there, in that little crevasse, there is an octopus that is a California two-spot octopus. He's sleeping in his cave. And of course, the beautiful drifting of the jellyfish. If you want to relax, just stand here, take deep breaths, and just enjoy the natural, unbridled, brainless beauty of the jellyfish. Oh, look. We got sea lion there. The outside area back here, got some birds. I think this will take us up to see those sea lions. There they are. Hey, buddy. Oh, look at this lazy seal here just taking a nap. Wish I was a seal napping right now. Got the touch tank here. We can touch the anemone, and a sea urchin there. Oh, it's very pokey.
You can find penguins.
Herd of penguins there. I like how they fly underwater.
In the southern hemisphere, most of the islands,
Oh.
Tasmania.
Are they coming back?
New Zealand.
Here they go.
Obviously, South America, Antarctica. Oh yeah, that too.
The shark lagoon over there. You can see people putting their hands in the shark tank.
Khaki
Have
pants.
some rays over here.
Shark eggs. You
See
guys
if we
are
can
welcome
pet
to go up and ask them any
The
questions.
ray here, gently on his back. Hey, buddy. And here we can actually touch some sharks. So there's a big pile of sharks here under this rock. So we can pet their tails. Oh, their skin is rough like sandpaper. You can't put your fingers in this one here. We can go see the sharks from underneath the water here. Oh, there it is. Blacktip shark.
Ale jakiś stary to dużo żółw, czy co?
What the heck?
Oh, there we go. This is the Southern California steelhead, because they are actually endangered. They're doing some work here to help keep them around. We're gonna head into the lorikeet forest. I've purchased a cup of nectar for $5, and we'll see if we can feed the birds. All right, birds, I've got my nectar. Hey there, lorikeet. You want some nectar? Have you had too much nectar today already? There's a little guy hiding back here. Do you want some nectar? I brought this just for you. Oh, he took one little lick. Do you just want the one little sip? You want some more nectar? I hear it's delicious. You don't want it? What are you saying? I can't hear you. Okay, if you don't want the nectar, that's okay. You just wanted one sip? You sure? It's delicious. How about you? You look like a nectar enjoyer. There we go. Oh, you want to stand? You want to stand on my hand? Oh, that's fun. There we go. It's a good place to drink nectar. To slurp it up with your beak. Hey! Take your time, just having fun here. Watching a bird eat nectar out of my hand. You're a pretty bird. You got an itch? Hanging out here with my friend the lorikeet. He drinks a big bucket of sugar. I splashed nectar in my face, buddy. It's okay. I don't mind. I was going to throw away my nectar cup. I think this guy's holding the garbage can shut. I think he wants the last sips out of each nectar cup. Oh. This guy won't let me go. I don't even have a nectar cup. Staring at it. We re-entered up here at the top where we can get a closer look. This big whale here and its whale baby. So this is the northern Pacific. This is what we have to look forward to. Oh, looks like some rough seas up north. Bouncing the poor little fish around. There you go, watch out for these waves. And even more jellyfish. These are Pacific sea nettles. Some unusual jellyfish here. This is a red-eye Medusa. Oh, look at that. They're like bioluminescent. Have that glow to them. This is called a flower hat jelly. I guess it's important to note, do not wear a jellyfish as a hat. That's very dangerous. And these are lion's mane jellyfish. This is called a warty comb jellyfish. Look at those colors. Almost looks like a little UFO. Jellyfish truly look like they are from outer space. Just look at these. That is blowing my mind, the flashing lights there. And my favorite there, the Pacific octopus. He's taking a nap right now, resting. Always hope when you see an octopus that maybe they'll come out and play a little bit. But if this octopus wants to relax, have a nice relaxing day, then that's fine with me. That is a big octopus, though. And here is the sea otter tank. Oh, is that the otter down there? Oh, I see him. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're so cute. Why is he twirling? Now, this aquarium represents a whale fall. That's when a whale dies and sinks to the bottom of the sea. They become like a big harvest ground for all sorts of different animals. It says it actually takes years for the animals at the bottom to finish eating the entire whale. Next up, the tropical Pacific. See these immaculately colorful fish. Oh, look at that cowfish. Cowfish right there. Big old ray. Oh, look at that fish. He's super weird looking. Looks like he's upside down. It's that cowfish again. Definitely a lot of bright colors here in the tropics. It's a smoky jungle frog. You can actually see over here, they're almost as big as that statue. Some poison dart frogs. Got one there climbing up on the glass. Tickle, tickle. And we have an undersea tunnel here. A little crowded here. But this is the coral reef. Look at this big guy. So many colors. Oh, hang on, we got more jellies. And here we have some Aquarium of the Pacific pressed pennies, although they do not actually say Aquarium of the Pacific on them. But I guess we'll get one. Let's get the whale here because of the giant whale that hangs in the lobby. And that's quarter penny. And there is our pressed whale. And it does actually say Aquarium of the Pacific on the back. Stopped off here at the Portofino Hotel. And there's a very interesting marker down here. Because right here in front of the main entrance is the finish line of the Cannonball Run, the Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Trophy Dash. You can see up here it has the times here, the local time, the local Pacific time, and New York time. Now the Cannonball Run begins at the Red Ball Hotel, the Red Ball Garage in Manhattan, and ends right here at the Portofino. Now I'm always looking for new ideas for different road trips, so maybe the Cannonball Run will be my my next road trip. Now the Cannonball Run again from New York City ends here in Redondo Beach, which is part of Los Angeles County. And the goal is you leave New York, you make it to this finish line here in as little time as possible. And when I say as little time as possible, I mean this is completely illegal and completely dangerous. Apparently, that you're allowed to. Well, you're not allowed, but you get here by any means necessary. And of course, there are police officers, there are highway patrolmen that do not approve of you going as fast as possible from between the two biggest cities in the United States. So the cars will actually use, radio jammers, things like that, police detectors to avoid the police. So it is kind of like a combination of Route 66 and Mad Max, because there's no, if you get caught, I think you deal with the punishments, you deal with the consequences of your actions. But if you don't get caught, I guess then it's considered all good. If you don't run over someone, if you don't cause a horrifying car accident. And I looked at some of the times for making it to New York to Los Angeles, and the record I think is under 27 hours, which is a very fast drive. They said that the times for the top times, they'll often average to over 100 miles an hour. So you're driving 27, 28 hours. You're going an average of over 100 miles an hour. That's very dangerous. That's very sad. Maybe someday I will do a slow motion, slow and steady Cannonball Run, and we'll just see how long it takes me personally to get from the hotel in New York to the Portofino here in as little time and as safely as possible. I'd be a little terrified being at this hotel, working at this hotel, knowing that at any moment someone could come peeling in here at over 100 miles an hour. And I've not seen the movie, the Cannonball Run movie. That's probably something that I should check out. I think I hear a sea lion barking. Let's see if there's a sea lion over here. Oh yeah, they're a ways out there. But you can see there's like an island, like a floating island of sea lions. You can hear their beautiful song echoing through the valley. Well, folks, I have hit a wall. Not an actual wall. I did not drive my car into a wall, as much as that seems like it would make sense right now. I've hit a mental and physical proverbial wall. Just with all the stress from yesterday, I got really worked up about the camera being destroyed. More so than anything, the footage being lost, that just it was a dagger in my heart. I just hate that. I wanted to, I take pride in what I do. I take pride in my work. I take pride in taking you guys along with me. And the fact that some of that got annihilated really got me down, really got me stressed out. And of course I was up late last night trying to fix the problem, to no avail. was not going to work. So I didn't get enough sleep, and I'm just starting to get really tired. I'm just not feeling like doing anything else today. It's about 5:30 right now. Normally, I'd probably go on till at least 9 before I got to my hotel room, but it's just not working out for me today. I really feel like I need to regroup, get into a hotel room and get some rest and start out fresh tomorrow. Got so much planned, so much ahead of us on this road trip that I want to get to. So I'm trying to pace myself a little bit here, and I think it's important, when you're traveling, that you do listen to your body, listen to what your body's trying to tell you. And my body right now is trying to tell me, stop, you need some rest. So I think I'm going to go against my better instincts and listen to my body and what my body has to say. And I'm going to go get a hotel room, and I'm going to wrap up for the evening. It's just been, oh man, it's just been a rough 48 hours, and you know what? I'm ready to put it behind me. Someone in the comments section reminded me that I'm trying to get in touch with my aloha. I have a tendency to get stressed out, a tendency to be anxious, a tendency to not let stuff go, and I am letting it go. I am pushing it along, this losing out on this footage that it upset me. I take a lot of pride in what I do. I take a lot of pride in taking you guys with me, and to lose that footage, the camera breaking really sucks. That's a lot of money, but more than anything, I am just sad about missing out on that footage that I wanted to show you guys. There's a few fun stops. It wasn't anything that was like on my major bucket list or anything like that, but still had some fun stuff that I wanted to show you guys. And I hate that little chunk of the trip I could only tell you about and could not show you. So all that said, someone reminded me, you gotta stay in touch with your aloha. You gotta let things pass. You gotta take things as they come, not get all angry, not get all focused. Just appreciate that I'm able to be out here on the Pacific Coast. I get to see all these amazing things, and then I get to take you guys with me. And that it's not always going to be perfect, but I do the best I can. So thank you so much. I hope you guys do continue to watch these videos. If you like this video, please subscribe. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun random stuff. If you'd like to help out the channel, you can subscribe. If you want to help in other ways to help help keep things rolling, you can look at Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month. We got souvenirs in the Etsy shop, press pennies, enamel pins, motel key fobs, other fun stuff, and of course doing cameos. All that information is down below. All that helps keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. I will see you tomorrow. Until next time, this one's in the bag.